McCormack, who spoke with Nightly News exclusively via telephone on Thursday, said that Guyanese need to allow things to cool off a bit following the 2020 election debacle. He stated that the politicians continue to act as though they are still in campaign mode, while noting that the country's electoral problems are systemic in nature.
We need both to cool off, but we also need to work on creating a culture of compromise so that then later, when there is some foundation there, then we can deal with the specifics of electoral reform.
The GHRA president further explained that when he says allow things to cool off, he does not mean that Guyanese should just sit back and relax and do nothing and expect changes. Instead, he posited, citizens should utilize the opportunity to foster healing and conciliation. He asserted that the churches, NGOs, sports federations, among other civil and governmental organizations, have a major role to play in the process of healing and conciliation.
How can the churches, how can the sports federations, how can the professions ensure that they are open to members of all ethnic groups? Not only open, they are consciously trying to ensure they are a multiracial organization.
The GHRA member outlined that ethnic domination and segregation opens the citizenry to political domination. He believes that a platform which is built on a foundation of compromise is desperately needed at this time. He stressed that what the political organizations need to be deeply and consciously addressing are the factors which encourage polarization in the country, above electoral reform at this time. McCormack stressed on the fact that embracing the nation's diversity is key.
We improve that we have a culture that is more committed to diversity, and we're more likely to be successful in the constitutional reform, or particularly electoral reform.
The International Republican Institute, through the State Department of the United States government, recently announced that it has begun to roll out an 18-month electoral reform process in Guyana, which will encompass the Guyana Elections Commission, non-governmental organizations, political parties, civil society, and the government. Guyana's Attorney General, Anil Nandlal, recently proffered a menu of measures which he touts as having the potential to improve the effectiveness and efficiency to ensure the requisite reform is achieved. Among those measures are the publication of statements of polls online, as well as ensuring consensus on the methodology to be used to finalize the voters' list. Leader of the opposition, Joseph Harmon, recently met with the director of the IRI, Dorota Risey, in the company of other parliamentary officials to exclusively discuss the subject. Wendell Badrie, HGP Nightly News.